And it is out, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Pastor Denny again with my predictions for The Handmaid's Tale, Season 3, episode 12. The clip starts with our darling Martha from the Waterforce household telling June, I know what the Marthas are planning to do. I want in. Of course, everybody that is righteous and that has been oppressed wants in what seems to be the inevitable rise of the resistance that we've been waiting for so long. So we are all excited. It is beautiful to see how her hands meet in the middle of like the oranges or something like that in the Fish and Loaves grocery store. And it is wonderful. Then it changes and Serena is in front of Fred. He is angry. She is emotional. She says, try to understand. He says, how could you? And to that I would answer, how could you beat her in front of June? How could you cut her little finger just because she asked if the girls in Gilead could read? How could you rape women? How could you separate families? How could you, Fred? As I said in my last review, if you don't want to pay the price, if you don't want to pay the time, don't do the crime. You are getting exactly what you deserve. It is interesting to hear and to see that Fred has an encounter with June's husband. And he, exactly as he did with Serena, expressing his disgust for what they've done to him. Luke tells Waterford, you are going to rot in this jail knowing that your wife betrayed you. And of course, Waterford, which has very little to hang his hat on, has to retort. And he says, well, the June that you married has changed. Gilead has changed. She is not the same. Well, of course. How can you possibly subject someone to that level of abuse and expect that they are going to remain unchanged? But I have news for you, Fred Waterford. Trials can either break us or they can make us. They can either completely terrorize us or they can make us stronger. And I think that is what has happened with June. And that is what's happening with many that have been oppressed at Gilead. This system, this unfair system, this religion gone wrong system is going down as it should have. It should have never happened. It's going down. And I am so glad to see you behind bars, Fred Waterford. You are probably being treated much nicer than you ought to. And as for Serena, I hope the Canadians don't go too easy on her. Certainly she has offered her cooperation to get Fred there, but I certainly hope that barring saving her from the death penalty, she does not get a lot of privileges and opportunities because she has been an evildoer also, and she deserves to pay the consequences for her actions. Now, June will, God willing, make it to Canada. I'm sure that Luke is there, maybe so that she can see the baby. I'm thinking that they are going to use that as a tool to continue getting more information from both Fred and Serena. Get more information. But guys, the minute June arrives to Gilead, time's up between Serena and Nicole, because at the end of the day, Nicole was a result of rape against June, and Nicole is rightfully June's daughter, not Serena. And so any illusion that she possibly may have that she's going to have a relationship with that little girl, I mean, June has proven to be very compassionate and to have a very soft spot for Serena. But let's remember that after June trusted her, after June even named her daughter after giving her the name that she had given her, she then turned on June and attempted to bring Nicole back to Gilead. And so I don't know if June is going to have any mercy for her. I don't know if June is going to want her daughter to have a relationship with her. Maybe she will, as long as it's a relationship from a distance. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on. My prediction is that unfortunately we may see more blood. June is seen in this clip branding a gun. I don't think she is afraid to use it anymore. Not after what she what she went through while protecting her own life in the hands of this of Winslow. I've already forgotten his name. I believe that things are going to really, really speed up. I cannot wait to see how the whole Fred being betrayed by Serena evolves. It's great that we're going to see Luke again. It's great that we're going to see the Canada players in action. And I think that Tuelo guy has a lot of potential, because now we're going to really understand what the America has been doing behind curtains to defeat Gilead. We're going to be let into a lot of the inner manipulations and machinations and work that has gone into getting to this point where they have two very key members of the Gilead hierarchy in custody. And of course, we are going to learn a lot more about the establishment of Gilead, because now we're going to hear it from the perspective of the tyrants that were ahead of it. And because a fourth season of The Handmaid's Tale has been approved, I believe that we are going to spend a lot of time going back and forth between the resistance and the resistance and how Gilead was established. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for the kids to be saved. I cannot wait to see how they get reacquainted with their families. And it's not going to come easy. Just as God told the people of Israel, this is your land, but they still had to fight for it. They're going to have to fight really, really hard to get out of Gilead, to completely destroy it. And I know that the right person is ahead, and that is June. I'm also interested to know what role, if anything, Mr. Lawrence plays. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I don't think any of us know. Maybe he's a little bit of both. One thing I know, I have a lot of sympathy for Mrs. Lawrence, and I think she deserves any opportunity. And in spite of all of being so evil, Commander Lawrence, of all the commanders, is the one that has shown the most respect and the most consideration and compassion in the midst of all the evil that he is. So maybe I can be convinced, I can be persuaded that they need to be treated a little better. And I hope it happens for the sake of Mrs. Lawrence. Friends and family, I love you very much. I gotta go because it's Wednesday and there's church tonight. I will post this soon, and I look forward to continue getting your opinions, comments, and suggestions about these predictions. And if you haven't seen it yet, please make sure that you see my recap review of Season 3, Episode 10, because I think you will find it interesting, and I welcome your comments and always your polite discourse and discussion. Take care. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.